just logged on, yay. I would like to introduce Rick Filippuzzi. He is from OEM. He's in charge of training. From what I understand, been around a long time, left, came back. So it's great. I've got the pleasure of meeting him in person, I think a time or two, and attending some of the trainings he's put together. So I think he also has his infamous sidekick, Jeff Walker, as well here, who's gracing us with our presence. I think we all know Jeff Walker as well. So welcome to the two of you. I just wanted them to do sort of a quick overview of some upcoming trainings and things like that. I know he's been on a couple of meetings, but I haven't seen everyone there. So I thought it'd be cool because he's got some really nice training calendars upcoming here. So Rick, take it away.
Thank you for the great introduction, Victoria. And I am joined by Jeff Walker today. And well, thank you again for letting us be part of this meeting today. I just want to kind of give you an overview. The 3 channels that we look at for training, and there's actually 4. One is FEMA, one's Cal OES, one's the Bay Area WASI program, which is the BATEP, and then there's county OEM courses. So for FEMA, they've been moving more and more to what we call the K courses, like Catherine. So the K courses are going to be virtual courses, and they're moving more and more of their courses towards K. So just be on the lookout when you get the FEMA flyers for K courses. They may fulfill a lot of your needs. Cal OES, the CSTI program down at San Luis Obispo, is also moving in that direction. They're just recently started doing 205, which is that disaster recovery 3-day course. That's going virtual. And so just be on the lookout if you get the flyers for Cal OES CSTI. Again, if they have any virtual offerings where you would not have to leave your jurisdiction. And then sometimes we bring those in certainly to the area also. There's Bay Area WASI. So just as a high level, they're offering a 393 mitigation course in Napa County next month. They have a series going on, which is called the Supply Chain Resilience Series. That started about a week ago. It goes to February 2023. That series is designed for supply chain fundamentals, and it's being set up in preparation for the 2024 Golden Eagle exercise, which is supply chain resilient. So if you need more information, there is a series, master series flyer floating around that has the registration links. I believe Jen Ponce had been in that. I've been to the first one also, but I could also send you more information, Victoria, and others. There's also for the PIOs, there's the Joint Information Concepts course on the 11th of November through BATEP. They're hosting today, I believe, the L105 course. This is a virtual offering. It's about a week long. It was really hard to get into. So I hope that they do that again. That's the new PIO course, since the 290, 291s have been retired. So with that, I'll move into the county OEM trainings. So
hey Rick, can I ask a question?
Yes, Jennifer.
I'm sorry if you already covered this. The emergency management concepts, does CSCI still recognize the introduction, the earthquake class, or did they, if you're going to apply for your certificate, do you need to take the concept one?
So they call it the earthquake course. I've taken the earthquake one. I haven't taken the EMC. It doesn't seem any different. Okay. It seems like they give you the credit though for the 191 and the 775, right? And but if you need me to run that down, I could contact them, but it just sounds the same.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. Starting on Monday, we've been offered the opportunity to bring in 2 logistics courses. They'll be here at the EOC, and these are through Bay Area WASI. One is called the Community Points of Distribution. It's a CPOTS training for operations and management. That's a 2-day course, again, next week. It's full, I believe. It's standby, I think, on the website for your information. Later that week, next week, Disaster Logistics for Practitioners, another logistics course, and that's a 2-day course also starting on the 27th. I think that's standby also, but I'm not sure what the current registration is on that, so you may want to review it. These are also offered online. If you go on the BATEP site, you can review the recordings that they've had previously, but this is going to be in person. We are really excited about the in-person courses that we've been hosting here at the EOC lately. getting people back into the in-person training. Next month, we're bringing in disaster sheltering for companion animals. This is a 2-day course provided by American Humane. So the scheduling on that is on me. I need to get that out there, but that's going to be on the 11th. I'm sorry, on the 8th and the 9th of next month. So it's November 8th and 9th, 2-day course here in the EOC. And I will share that registration link once I get that set up. It'll be through an Eventbrite. And there's, if you have people in your animal services or other sectors that may be interested, let me know in advance so that I could get those names ahead of time. We've also completed recently what's called an EMIC. This is an outreach course to train instructors to teach back the foundational courses of CSTI to the local jurisdictions. And we're going to be teaching our first one in mid-November. So that's November 16th. It's a G191 one-day course. Our OEM staff are going to be the instructors here. I still have openings. I mentioned this at the EMA. So if you have any local jurisdiction or staff that you work with, please let me know and I'll get them the registration invite for that course. And you'll recognize some familiar faces that will be working on the instruction for that course. If you're familiar with that course, it's about a half-a-day refresher on 775, and then it comes in with the rest of the day being an exercise. One other item to share is we're bringing in a G197 integrating access and functional needs into emergency management course. That's through CSTI and the Bay Area UASI. That's going to be next year in August. That was the soonest I could get it because of the backlog. It's an in-demand course, and that'll be in person in the EOC. A few exercises that are coming down the pike. The Bay Area region is focusing on pandemic preparedness for Golden Guardian again this year. So it'll be November 1st. There's a tabletop in San Francisco again for the tabletop exercise for pandemic preparedness. The Golden Eagle this year is going to be May 18th. Again, the focus will be pandemic preparedness. We're going to be testing our logistics function. We're hoping to open up a CPOD here in a county area, one of our facilities possibly, and test out CPODs. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at for the Golden Eagle exercise in May. And the planning for the exercise will start in January. At this time, does anybody have any questions for Jeff or I?
I have one. How can we get to shadow you guys for the Golden Eagle exercise? Or can we?
Well, you've started the first part just by saying that because of COVID and we're not sure what the landscape will be like in May, we heard recently of some changes with state of emergency and disaster declarations, but we try to take social distancing, so we really limit the number of observers. There's always opportunities for evaluators and other positions. I would just say, if you are interested, please give me an email, send me an email, and again, there's opportunities. And Jennifer was a great evaluator last year for our Golden Eagle, and again, that's one of the opportunities, Victoria. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Any other questions from the group for us?
Hi, Rick. This is Daniel from Sunnyvale.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello. Just a question on the EMC, the earthquake class. I noticed you didn't mention that coming up in our op area. Any idea if we'll be hosting that, or should I just look outside the area?
So the last one, we hosted it here in the EOC, but it was a City of San Jose jurisdictional course. So Jay over there, he was the one who coordinated and set it up. We were the host facility for that course. He's going to bring one back next year. If you need his email, but I would just suggest contacting him, Daniel, see if there's any opportunity. Again, it's a San Jose course. As far as UASI, it is, I would say, from just recollection, for next year, it's high on their list. It's in the top 2 or 3 for next year.
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks.
That's a really expensive class, isn't it?
It's a very expensive class. It's all week. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, I've already reached out to San Jose with the same question. I haven't heard anything back yet, but
Okay, cool. Well, we'll stay in touch on that. Thanks.
there's never a time when we're not looking for that class, is there?
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Rick, I have a question for you. In regards to like the information for all the training classes, do you still do like the flyer and email that out to the groups?
I update it on a quarterly basis. I'm looking at the current one that goes to the end of the year. We just finished the UASI's IPP workshop, which is the integrated plan preparedness plan workshop, and they'll be setting up their courses. So I can really only look at what is till the end of the year, but I can get that out to you, Gracie. I could send it through
Sounds great.
Victoria. Victoria, if you want to disseminate it through your channels, we can do it that way too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Any more questions for Rick?
Thank you, Rick. It's great information for all of us.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you so much. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Rick.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Sorry if that was repetitive for some of you guys, but I think it's just really good for us planning for, the next couple months. And I think, has anyone looked at the CCS or CSTI website to see if they have any upcoming classes? Because that's how I got into all my classes.
I usually just I get so many training things on my email. It's wonderful how many opportunities are out there, quite honestly. There's a ton. We're lucky.
Yeah, I just know that that's a big thing on their list too. And there is a hosting element of it too. Maybe we want to work together on that if enough of us need it. We might be able to do that because I know that they'll come if you request them to come out and do it. So I think you're right. There's multiple ways to get the classes that you need, but I know that's a big one. So next up on our agenda, Jennifer wanted to bring